This is my moment. I've grown a lot, you know. I'm short. I don't know if you noticed that, because you don't look down, right? Anyway, my name is Neide, as Bianca introduced me. But in the little paper that, you know, the propaganda of the show was like, em pé com Neide. Who is Neide? It's me, as well. You see, my name is very difficult, even, well, especially Portuguese, because Neide is not very common. So my life is, every day I have a new name. So one is Neide, original is Neide, and every day that I pick up the phone at my work, I have a new name, because I'm like, hello, speaking. Oh, what's your name? Neide? Okay, Nayara. So, I was wondering. I don't bother anymore. I don't correct them. I don't care. You know what? Just, you're calling me, it starts with an A, I'm already knowing you're talking with me. And, you know, like some of the worst are names that has nothing to do with me, like Najara. I think it's a snake, you know, because what the hell? Who comes up with Najada? Naja, you know, that's like a nickname now. It's pretty weird. And I like Neide because it's simple. And everybody actually kind of got a little hang of it, you know? They enjoy it. I have a YouTube channel that's called Meu Nome Não É Neide. And I got that from the movie, you know, Meu Nome Não É Johnny. I'm smart sometimes. And I post videos, and I do have I have stories about my life, because when I say that I'm a comedian, people are like, oh, tell me a joke. Don't do that, don't. I don't know any joke. I know one that's in English. It's a very funny one. I mean, no, it's not funny. Not funny, but it's a smart one. It goes like this. Why did the girl threw the butter out the window? Someone? Want to ask it?
No idea.
Because she wanted to see a butterfly. That's good. I'm going to use it often. It's the only joke I know in English. In Portuguese, I know nothing. Not even the Joãozinho jokes. Please don't. Stop it. Comedians don't do jokes. They are the joke. So my life is a joke. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you some funny stories about me, because life is shit sometimes. But it's funny. You have to laugh about it, you know? Like, for example, this year, for the first time, I went to Lollapalooza. And it's amazing, because I've always wanted to go there. And it's fun, you know? It's a show, it's a lot of days, a lot of hours. It's in São Paulo. São Paulo is it's another planet, you know, for us that comes from Caldas de Caldas. It's another world, right? So I went to Lollapalooza. And when I decided to go to Lollapalooza, the best duo that I love in my life, that I would never imagine that they would come back. Sandy Jr. Those mother fuckers. Did I curse? Well, I just did. I don't care. Sorry. We're all adults, right? So they announced the tour that I wanted to scream my head off, because I already had the tickets for Lola, and I'm like, well, I'm not going, so it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to Lola. I'm not going to cry. Not anymore. Let's go to Lola. I'm going to focus, because it's going to be a good show. I'm going to have fun. I was going with my friend. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. Anyway, we went. Happily. We got a van, and we went. And when we arrived there, you know, everything that you're going to do in São Paulo, it takes you 1 hour. You're going to grab a train. It takes you 1 hour to get you to, I don't know, over there. Everything takes too long. So when we arrived and we went to the apartment that we were staying, 2 hours went by. And we have to eat, we had to grab our things and go to the show. So we were in a rush, we got everything and we went out. We got a little lunch, and you know, you're eating, you're relaxing, because it's a good moment when you're eating. And my friend's like, oh shit, you won't believe what happened. And when somebody says that, you won't believe it, you won't believe it, because it's stupid, right? It's stupid, but you're like, you know what, let me see if I'm gonna believe it, right? What happened? I forgot the tickets in the apartment. So we went back running. We had no time, it's already near the show that we wanted to watch. And we got the tickets and we called the Uber, you know, because it's simple, it's fast, whatever. fuck the train, we don't have time. So it's like a movie scene, you know, we're rushing down the stairs of the apartment and rushed inside the car and we're like, please go to the address. And the driver's like, hi, how you doing? We're good, can you just go? We have a show. And he went, slowly, but he went. And you know, taxi drivers, cabs, they always want to know about your life, right? And you talk. You know, you're going to be there for a few minutes in the car, you have to talk. So we said that we're from here, from Postos de Caldas, and he was like, oh, my wife was there yesterday. I love this city. I want to live there. Actually, my wife does, but I don't think I am. He kept on talking, and he wouldn't accelerate. I think he can't speak and drive at the same time, because he was driving really slow. And we were like, you know what, we have a show that's starting now. Can you speed up? Like, sure. It was like 40 miles per hour. He got to 45. Thanks, man. Anyway, he kept on going and going and going. And we were afraid that he would miss the show or the place to go. So we got the maps. And we were like, you know what, I think you better do another, you know, another route. Because I think they closed the street around the place. He didn't listen. Just kept going. Like, okay, I got the maps in my hand. Can you just turn the next left? The right, yeah. The right that you just missed, can you just turn the other right? You missed it again. Damn it! Can you just focus? I didn't say that. I just wanted to grab his neck. Anyway, with all the cost in the world, we finally got there. I passed my little racy thing, and I was inside. I was excited. You know, Santa was there. You know, I nearly licked the floor where Santa was. I was there, you know? So we went inside, we started running because the stage was all across the Interlagos. And in the middle of the way, we saw Lollapalooza. And they're like, you know, you can't come here and not take a picture, right? So you know what, we already missed the beginning of the show, let's take a picture. So, you know, I hate summer because I sweat a lot and I turn out to be red easily. So I stopped there and I got my camera and I was like, oh my god, I look like a pepper. But I'm gonna try it, I took the picture and I was like, shoot, this is bad. It's like, Miga, come here, let's take a picture. Let's just try to make it better. I got my phone. I dropped it. I dropped my phone. There was a rock this size. There was like no rock, it was just, you know, dirt, grass, but there was a rock. My phone fell over it and did this. Because I had to see the shit that happened. I had to see, it didn't fall like this, it fell like this. Like, look, bitch, look. Was it just cracked? No. It was, you know, glowing green. You know the stage that has the tronic songs and stuff? That was my phone. Didn't even start the show, but my phone was already happy. And I was like, my friend, she was like, oh my god. She didn't know if she tapped me in the back, or she cried, or she grabbed the phone. All I could do was say, oh great. I got my phone. I locked the screen. I had a little pray. And unlocked it, you know, maybe it's just a moment, right? Green. Just green. What was it? I had nothing to do, you know, I could cry. Yeah, my tears would make it better. I was already missing the show, so I put it back in my pocket and I was like, let's go. Fuck this shit, let's just go. You know, I got all the beers, I watched the show, and then I learned that I could take pictures. My phone was working perfectly. He just didn't want to show me he was working. He was just partially dead, but it was okay. So we enjoyed the show and everything, and we had to go back. So my phone was dead. My friend's phone was nearly dead, battery. And we had to lose one show to recharge the phone. We lost Sam Smith. Nobody liked him. Wow, okay, well, we liked him. We were pretty sad, you know, but everybody like, oh, okay, that's a good thing. What are you talking about? Anyway, we charged the phone and we went home. And I was trying to communicate with my mom, and I'm like, oh great, I broke my phone. And then I had a flash. Right before I was, you know, gathering my things to go to Sao Paulo, my mom came in my room and was like, filha. You know, moms, when they start with the word daughter or filha, you pay attention. You just breathe. And you hear her. Because she was like, are you going to take your phone? I'm like, yeah, of course I am. Your new phone? Like, yes, I'm going to take my phone so I can take pictures, I can have fun. And so she was like, what if they steal it? Stealing would be the least of my problems because you would be alive. You know, then I could run after the thief and give me it back. I'm still paying for it. Anyway, then that came back to me. And I was like, you know what? I have to listen to my mom. We all have to listen to our moms. Anyway, the next day, I contact the company, Samsung. I was like, so, I dropped my phone. No, I didn't start like that. Actually, my phone fell. Not from a tall place, because I was holding it. So, you know, it's not that tall. It's pretty short. To lower it down, I was like, oh, it's just a little 70 centimeters, not that long, not that tall. And it broke. Would you look at that? It broke. Can you help me, please, for the love of God? And she was like, no, I can't help you. You know, you it's not in the guarantee or anything. You just, sorry, no. Okay, worth a shot, right? So I had to send it to fix it. And the next few months later, I had to pay for the ticket for Lola and to fix my phone. Same day, the same payment was in the same day. So fun. Yes, every 20th. Anyway, so see, that's my life. My life is a joke, you know? First time in Lola. How did it go? I broke my phone. Yeah. It's the first time I'm actually presenting in English. So if anybody's having a little trouble, I can just, you know, go to Portuguese, Spanish. I'm just joking, don't do that. But the thing I like to do with English is I like Indian accents. It's funny. You know Indian accents? I think it's funny. I do that when I'm drunk. You expect me to do it now. Why did I say that, right? Yeah. So I'm going to try it, but not now, because I got the pressure. Everybody's staring at me. So I got a little pressure. Anyway, let's go back a little bit. I was talking about my name, right? So I have a different name and everything. So I have an Instagram page, which is called Neide Produções. And I have a list of teams, you know, my team, my production team. And if you guys can later check it out, I have a lot of names that are my co-workers, I can say. So I have Neide, who is the makeup. I might kind of mix up the what they do, but anyway, I'll give you the names. There is Najara, you know, she's working with the production, editing the videos. There is Neide, which is the actress, is important. Nayad is the intern, you know intern? Stagiária. Yeah, she's nothing. There is Nadine, she's the makeup. It's terrible. Who else? I have 4. Anyway, those are the list of my names, my different kind of names. As I was saying, I grab a phone, each day I have a new name. But I forgot one name that I could tell you guys. When I answer the phone and the person's like, so what's your name? I'm like, Nayaji. Ta. Ta is the new name. When someone doesn't understand your name, they say ta. So you just, you know, write it down. It's a new name, it's a nickname. It's easy, you know? Ta. So nice. Anyway, I have a colleague at work that he writes down all the names in his cell phone. And each day, he calls me one name. So he's like, hey Najada, hey Neide, hey Nayada. And I'm like, you know what, one day you're gonna forget my real name. And I wanna see how that happens, you know? Anyway, these days back, he called me. And he was like, I wanna talk with Najada. And I was like, she's not here. Okay, bye. Just turned off the phone. Like, what's he doing? He called me again. And I was like, hello. I wanna talk with Neide. She's not here. Bye. Turn it off again. Like, dude, stop, you know, answer me. And he called for the 3rd time. He was like, Neiji's there. I'm like, yes, I'm here. Oh, I want to talk with Nayaji. You don't do that with friends. You don't do that. You don't do that. So I know English this well because I lived in America for a few years. Actually, I lived for 4 years. And that was in 99 through 2003. I was a little kid. I was a kid, because little, I'm always gonna, you know. And I remember the school I went, and how people found Brazilians very, unique, Oh, you're Brazilian, You like soccer, you like samba. You're like, no, I don't like that kind of shit, damn it. I don't even know how to samba, Oh, you just do this. No, you don't do nothing. You do nothing. I like soccer. Trucker as I am, trucker, yeah. Very good trucker. I knew soccer, and I remember that in school we used to play a game that's called kickball. It's like a mixture of baseball with soccer. So instead of you throwing the ball and hitting with a bat, you roll the ball and you kick it. So who was the official kicker of the team? Me. They loved it. I think that was the only moment in school that I was actually useful. Because the rest, it was bullying. Like the typical American bullying. It's the best. There were days that they would get their pencil and they just, threw the dirt on top of my head. You're gonna grab garbage. Too soon, we discover garbage when we're older because we have crisis. So but it was fun, besides that it was fun. I had a lot of friends in school, I had friends in my street where I lived, and we would play, we would ride bikes. We would like to play, how do you call them? Oh, catch and peek? It's called pega pega. I think it's catch and peek, right? Hide and seek. Yeah, no. It's hide and seek. Yeah, hide and seek. Yeah, it's hide and seek, sponge fun. Pega pega, what's pega pega? Catchy catchy. We call it catchy catchy. Catchy catchy is good. And we would just give it up a little level, and we would do it riding bikes. And for anybody to go to win, we would change our bikes because we're professional with our own bikes. Let's just change it. And I got my friend's bike, which didn't have brakes. And I was like, I'm good. The day before we were training it to, how do you know it's the brake works? You press it a lot. That's how you know it works. So, of course, I was the one that had to catch people because I'm lucky. So I got off on the bike. I started pedaling like a crazy girl, and the street it hadn't go on. It was an end street. So I finally grabbed somebody, which was my friend, who was like, come on, just grab me and run off. Great, thank you. So I got up on my bike and I just pedaled like a crazy girl again. And you have to go and you have to come back. And when you come back, it's the end of the street. You have to do a U-turn. I didn't manage to do the U-turn. I got inside a garage. I got so inside the garage that I hit the gate. It was so fun. I remember, this memory is in my head for so many years. There was a block of concrete just standing on the gate, like this thick. I remember the block, and then bam! I looked down, the block was like this. And the bike, the handle, it hit my wrist. I broke my wrist, man. That's the stupid thing, So I got up on the bike, just shaky because it was an accident, the fear, the first accident in your life. And I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. My friend came over like, are you okay? I'm dying. No, you're not dying, you're standing up. The bike is dead, look at it. Oh, fuck the bike, not mine. So I went to the hospital and I figured out, it was broken. So I had to put, how do you say it? Ingestar? Help? Nobody? Okay. So I had to ingestar my arm. We improvise. What? I don't know. Ingestar. We had to ingestar my muscle. And the first few weeks, my arm was like this. I looked like a Statue of Liberty because I couldn't lower it. I was like, oh, the statue. Anyway, it was a whole month with the Jesus. And it was summer. And summer in America is living hell. We think here is hot. Nope, it's worse. So my arm, when I got it off, it was like brown. It was disgusting. But the feeling of having water on my hand was like the first time ever. It was the worst feeling and the most amazing feeling in the world. Imagine your hand not feeling water for a month. It's weird, but it's funny, you know? It's pretty funny.
Cast arm.
I'm sorry.
Cast arm.
Cast arm. Cast! Oh god. Anyway, cast it. Anyway, I had to cast my arm. My wrist. Anyway, thank you. See, that's how we do it. Anyway, I wanted to talk more, but you guys are shy. I wanted to do the Indian accent, but I'm pretty shy as well, you know? Indian accent is fun. I like doing it because it's Indian English. It's funny because they had their own talking way, you know. It's unique. And when I'm drunk, I talk it like more. But right now, I'm giving you a little privilege of hearing it. Maybe in the end of the night, I might have it more. That's enough. Anyway, thank you for listening to me. Thank you, Bianca, for having me here. And thank you, Vincent, for filming and taking pictures. And I just spit all over the chair. And everybody who's here, thank you for your attention. And anyway, autograph outside, you know, pictures, $10. Because now we work with dollars. Thank you very much and have a great night. Let's practice English.